Good evening, everyone. This is Jaimini Astrology channel, and as the name suggests, these recordings are addressed to advanced learners only. There will be 20 episodes recorded in due time. In the first session, we will talk about Amitabh Bachchan horoscope, and the excuse is that even, I would say, today, some astrologers use actor and superstars horoscope with his Lagna falling into Makara Rashi, which is obviously wrong. K.N.Rao wrote about the legendary actor's horoscope at least a couple of times in his different publications, and we're not going to repeat all of that what was already written and is well known to the public. We will mention only a few things which have to be clearly remembered. This horoscope obviously is unmarked purposely, as before you start working on it, you should be able. There are three main points. The first point, identify and mark all the Chara Karakas. Second, identify and mark Karakamsha Lagna, Aruda Lagna, Dara Karakana Vamsha, Upapada Lagna, and Darapada in this horoscope correctly. The third point, calculate the Chara Dasha order on your own, I would say seamlessly. If you can't do it, I'm just afraid you came to the, I would say, wrong shop. What we need to know, first of all, is that Amitabh Bachchan horoscope was given to K.N.Rao by Amitabh's mother, Srimati Teji Bachchanan, who was visiting K.N.Rao many times and doing Vishnu Sahasranama in his house. So, logically, how can you do the actor's horoscope with his Lagna falling in Makara, knowing such facts? I would say K.N.Rao in this case is the first and reliable source, as he received actor's horoscope directly from his mother. So, in my understanding, the one reason forcing you to do the horoscope of the superstar by taking Makara Rashi as his Lagna is just the fact that you're not aware of those circumstances. And I would say that's pretty it. K.N.Rao wrote a chapter on Amitabh Bachchan also in his book called Advanced Use of Jaimini, Char Dasha, and we will quote from that book literally one sentence. I'm quoting right now what K.N.Rao says. I do not have the exact date of his marriage, meaning Amitabh Bachchan's marriage, but the likely period is Karka Mesha, which was from April 73 to January 74, Mesha being the seventh house of Navamsha. That's the quote from K.N.Rao and his book. Now, if you do the search, Wikipedia gives the date of Amitabh Bachchan marriage to Jayabaduri as on taking place on the 3rd of June 1973, which K.N.Rao did not know at that particular time. So what we can say, just I would say spot on. His mother, I mean the mother of Amitabh Bachchan, Srimati Teji Bachanan, died on the 21st of December 2007 in actors Thula, Mahadasha. What we've got there in Thula. In Thula, you've got moon, the natural significator for mother, which happens to be also Gnati Karaka in actors horoscope. Okay, what else we can see? Thula is aspected by malefics, meaning Rahu, then Ketu, and obviously Shani, which is also Matri Karaka and placed in the 8th house from Thula in Vrishabha Rashi. What else we need to pay the attention to? I'll just clear the picture and we'll carry on. You need to notice that the 4th house, which is representing mother, here we're talking about the 4th house from Thula, which falls in Makara Rashi, is aspected again by Rahu and Shani, malefics, and Shani also being Matrikaraka. Thula, it is also worth to mention, is the 3rd from actors Karakamsha Lagna. Karakamsha Lagna falls in Simha in his horoscope. So the 3rd from Karakamsha Lagna, the 3rd house, showing longevity of parents. Let me just clear that one more time. And we'll pay attention to another factor. Antardasha was of Meena when his mother died. As I've said, it was Thula, Mahadasha, and Meena, Antardasha. And see from Meena, Matrikaraka Shani is in the 3rd from Meena, showing, as I've said before, longevity of parents. Matrikaraka is aspected by Gnatikaraka, which is moon. Gnatikaraka falls in the 8th, in Thula, 8th house from Meena. Matrikaraka Shani is also aspected by Darakaraka, which is Jupiter, and Darakaraka Navamsha as well. Okay. During the years 2007, 2010, Amitabh Bachchan was also experiencing some health problems and was diagnosed as suffering from myasthenia gravis. This is a rare neuromuscular disease. During that time, some people also gossiped about his nervous breakdown, as they say. You can also see here, it was Thula Dasha. So, from Thula, what can you see? You see especially moon and moon being Gnati Karaka placed in Thula, aspected by Rahu. Gnati Karaka, as we know, represents all the meanings of the sixth house, including diseases, health problems, struggling with health, accident, injuries, wounds, etc., etc. But here, in these circumstances, we're talking about health issues and illness or disease. So you can see Gnati Karaka placed in Thula, receiving aspect of Rahu, receiving aspect from another malefic, which is Shani, from the 8th house, Vrishabha, receiving obviously another aspect from Ketu. So that's, I would say, enough. You can also notice the placement of Atma Karaka in this horoscope. Atma Karaka is the Sun, placed in the 12th house in Kanya, if we count obviously from Thula, because we're talking about Thula Mahadasha. Atma Karaka, Sun, along with other three grahas, are aspecting the 6th house of Meena, 6th house responsible for health, illnesses, diseases, as we obviously know. Let me clear that picture one more time, and we'll carry on. There are obviously many dates available to help to verify actors' horoscope, including obviously the famous accident taking place on 26th of July 1982. It was predicted by K.N.Rao on the basis of Vimshotari Dasha. Firstly, it is known that K.N.Rao forewarned Amitabh Bachchan's mother before the accident happened. Currently, Amitabh Bachchan is going through his DHANU Mahadasha. Currently, the actor is going through DHANU Mahadasha. What can we say about that particular Mahadasha? Not going too deeply into details. I would say DHANU might not be favorable for his wife. Why? You need to see Darakaraka, which is obviously Jupiter in his horoscope, and Darakaraka Navamsha, both falling in the same sign, which is Karka. Here Karka is the 8 houses away from DHANU. Moreover, aspected by Shani natural malefic Matrikaraka from the 6th house of Vrishabha, and also aspected by Ketu. Aspected by Ketu. Darakaraka and Darakaraka Navamsha in turn aspect the 12th house from DHANU. For that purpose, I would say you would have to definitely see also Navamsha chart, and especially the placement of Shani, which is obviously retrograde and found in the 7th house of Mithuna, as seen from DHANU in the Navamsha. Okay, I'll clear that picture. Just give me a few seconds. We're talking about the current Mahadasha, which the actor is going through at the moment. What else we can say? There might be also disputes, conflicts, even court cases related to property. Why to property? You need to pay attention to Gnati Karaka, moon, which is aspecting Gnati Karaka from Thula, is aspecting Matri Karaka, Shani falling in the 6th house in Vrishabha, as we see it from DHANU Rashi. So that might, I would say, also happen. Just give me a moment. The last thing which will pay attention briefly are a few words related to actors' children. I would say at some point it might also be unfavorable, I would say difficult Dasha for his own children, if not dangerous, especially for one of his children. But for that you need to see particularly the Saptamsha chart. So we're going to finish for today. It was the first session and we will continue. As I've said, we'll do 20 sessions, as I called them, advanced Chara Dasha sessions for obviously advanced learners. Okay, so I'll see you next time. Take care, God bless, and good luck.